I'm going to sit down if that's all right. Hi, I'm Evan. I'm a senior at Saddleback Valley Christian School. Got my homies over there. What? I don't know who this is going to impact today, but I just felt like I really needed to share this story. But going into freshman year of high school, I wasn't sure where I was going to go to school. And I was looking at several public schools in the area. I'm supposed to go to Kappa just based off of my neighborhood and whatnot. But I was walking in my bedroom one night, and I heard a voice from the Lord tell me that I was going to Saddleback. Hey, Mom. She just walked in. I heard a voice from the Lord tell me that I was going to go to Saddleback Valley Christian School, and I hadn't heard of the school before, and so we decided to plan a shadow day where I follow around a student for the day. We toured, and I was in love with the school. My family really liked it, but the issue is private school is very expensive in Orange County, and we couldn't afford it. My stepdad was unemployed at the time. He was accused of something that he didn't do, and it was really tough on my family. My mom was working like 3 jobs just trying to make ends meet. And she's awesome. She did it with like a smile on her face the whole time and making me breakfast like every morning. I'm like totally spoiled. But just in time for us to make the payment for tuition, my stepdad ended up getting his job back, reimbursed for the year that he was off. And we were able to pay for tuition for that first year, and it was a huge blessing. And I can go on and on about how much the school has blessed me. I mean, the teachers, the coaches, the students that I've met, friends that I'll be with for the rest of my life. Mrs. Brasney, her son, is my best friend. He's got me through some of the toughest times I've ever been in my entire life. Throughout high school, I've had multiple members of my family pass away, and if it wasn't for my coaches and my teachers that I've had lunch with every single day, like I don't know what I would do. Throughout high school, I experienced just like super traumatic anxiety, and at times it got to the point like it would be midsummer day. There's like nothing to worry about. Summer's supposed to be the best time of the year, and I would just be stuck in home, like not even able to eat because I couldn't hold anything down without throwing up because I was so anxious. And I would just be like anxious about the noise I'd hear outside, and I just had my friends just surround me in that time and pray through me and help me get through that. And if it wasn't for Saddleback Valley Christian School, I would have never been able to do that. I would have never met those people. And then going into my junior year, it was the middle of my junior year, another crisis came and we couldn't afford school again. And it was really tough on my family because I've been going to this one place for 3 years, and it's everything I ever knew in high school. And I was comfortable with the school, with the football team, with the relationships I had. So going and abandoning and moving to another school is kind of gnarly at that point. And my mom was I remember just sitting in my bedroom that day, and my mom and I were just like crying, and we're just like, all right, like, where are we going to go to school? Like, and I remember just feeling the sense of peace, like, all right, if God brought me to this school and it was clearly the place where I needed to be, if I need to be somewhere else, he's going to provide a way. And if I need to stay here, he's going to provide a way. And my mom emailed the head of schools after that and said, hey, like, we're so sorry. We're so thankful for everything that you guys have done. We just can't afford it anymore. And he sent my mom an email back to the school and saying, Evan means too much to this campus. We're going to find a way for him to stay. And a parent offered, now we were 50% short of where we needed to be in terms of paying for tuition that next year. And a parent offered to pay for 100% of my tuition for the rest of my schooling at Saddleback Valley Christian School. And like, it doesn't make sense like how all these things lined up, but I know without a shadow of a doubt that I needed to be there. My dream's always been able to play football in the NFL, and for some of you to know, I mean, Saddleback Valley Christian School is Division 12 high school football team. I mean, we don't play Mission Viejo, we don't play Modern Day, and so it's hard to go to a big football school in college from going from Saddleback Valley Christian School. But what I learned at SVC is it's so much more than just football, and it's so much more than performing. And I used to find my identity in the way I performed in the field. I used to find my identity the way I performed in the classroom. If I didn't have all A's, if I didn't score enough touchdowns, would I even be enough? And the reality is, what I learned from the people and the love that I received at SVC is I am way more than football. I am way more than what I do in school. I am way more than that, and I am enough because he says I'm enough. And it doesn't matter what happens in my life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I do, because when he said it is finished, I believe he meant it. And if he was faithful back then, he's going to be faithful now. And now I'm in a situation where I'm kind of stressed right now. And I feel like when Ryan was talking about the whole like rope thing, picture or whatever, like I feel like I'm kind of in that thing where like I'm in the bottom, and I'm like, and I don't know how I'm going to get to the top, because I don't know where I'm going to go to school next year. I really want to play Division I football. I really want to play Division II football even. I want to play football at the highest level for the cheapest amount of education. And every day, yeah, don't we all? Every day I'm sending my film out to coaches. I'm calling coaches, and I'm just trying to get the best opportunity I can. And like, and you know, I get ghosted, or you know, these guys have been recruiting these guys since like sophomore year. I get rejected, but I feel like today God was telling me like don't be of such little faith. Don't you see what I did for you in high school? You ended up at the place where you needed to be. So just trust that even when you can't see it, even when you don't feel it, I am working and I am good, and I'm going to make sure that you turn out all right. And I was at the beach last night, and I see like all these waves and this beautiful sunset. And it's like, if that's the God who's telling me to trust in him, like if that's the God who controls the waves, who controls the wind, who can make that beautiful sunset, he can definitely like handle where I'm going to go to school. So yeah, that's all.